We are actually talking about one of the biggest film stars of all time, Al Pacino, who has been delivering larger-than-life performances since the 1970s, including his most famous roles in The Godfather, Scarface and Heat.
Now, at the age of 84, after becoming a father for the 4th time last year, he's written his first ever autobiography. Our entertainment reporter, Colin Patterson, has been to LA to meet him.
You're my older brother, and I love you.
The Godfather made Al Pacino a star.
But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
Say hello to my little friend!
With Scarface, he created a cult hero.
Sir, you're out of order. Out of order? I show you out of order.
And playing a blind veteran in Scent of a Woman finally won him his Oscar after 8 nominations.
Now, for the first time, Al Pacino has written down his own story from growing up in New York to the present day here in Los Angeles, where he's lived for a quarter of a century to be near his children. And last year, he became a dad again.
Great meeting you. Great meeting you.
We met up with him near where he lives in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I'm just going to tie my shoelaces.
Al Pacino.
Yes.
The autobiography deals a lot with family and fatherhood, obviously. And you became a father again last year. How have you reacted to that?
Well, it's extraordinary. I've reacted to it as many ways as you could possibly react to it. It's wonderful. You know, I have this little person. Everything he does is interesting to me, you know. So we talk. I played a harmonica with him. And we have made this kind of contact, so it's fun.
At 83, did you have any reservations about the age?
Well, yeah, I'd want to be around for this child. Of course I did. But things happen. And I hope I am. I hope I stay healthy. And he know who his dad is.
However, Al Pacino had a near-death experience in 2020 when he fell ill during the pandemic.
When I opened my eyes, there were 5 paramedics in my living room. There were 2 doctors who looked like spacemen. And there was an ambulance in front of my house. There was something, then there was nothing. No fall, no anything. There was just nothing, which was, in retrospect, was sort of frightening.
There was no white tunnels?
No white tunnels, no, nothing. It's like Shakespeare says, in To Be or Not to Be, no more.
No sequel?
No sequel, no, exactly.
Let's talk about The Godfather.
Yes, finally.
This wasn't enough time, Michael. Wasn't enough time.
We'll get there, Pop.
I was in it. How did that happen? I was lucky because Francis Coppola saw me on stage.
But once you were in the role of The Godfather,
yeah,
they wanted rid of you. How close did you come to being sacked?
When your director talks to you and says, you know, I had a lot of faith in you, man. What's happening? You're not delivering. They wanted a leading man in that role, someone who was, took the reins.
But Pacino was saved when the next day they filmed what would become one of The Godfather's most famous scenes.
This is the gun in the toilets of the restaurant scene.
They say that Francis moved that scene up. He claims he didn't. It seems like that would be the thing to do, get to the meat, because that's what the studio wants to see. And they liked the scene, and that was it.
Who were they going to replace you with, do you think? Could you see anyone lurking around?
Bob De Niro comes to mind.
We went looking for your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, I don't have a star.
You don't have a star? How can you possibly not?
I don't know. It happens. There are a lot of people who have, but there's also a lot of people who don't have a star.
If Hollywood's committee are watching this interview, would you be quite up for one now?
Of course.
There we go.
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Al Pacino wants his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Finally, it's always interesting when you meet someone like you thinking, right, what am I going to learn about Al Pacino from meeting him? Your phone cover. Can you show this, please, and explain the story? Because of all the things in the world that I thought Al Pacino would have on his phone cover, I was not expecting Shrek.
Who would be expecting Shrek? Who? That's mine.
Can you explain why you Shrek it?
My youngest daughter said, "Can I have your phone, Dad? I've just got it." So I gave her my phone. And she came back, and she had this on it. She said, "It's Shrek, Dad." I said, "Shrek? Wow. Okay, babe, I'll hold on to it."
It's been a real pleasure.
My pleasure. It was great talking to you. And this you can't get over, I know. I know. Someday, one day I'll take it off, but I don't know how.
Oh, I'm not so scared of him now.
Of all the
now
things
I know
I
he's
thought
got a
I would
Shrek
learn
phone
about him
cover.
from that interview.
Yes.
Not that.